day one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Fortunately, today I find myself in need of another sympathy card for my sister-in-law's father who passed away. So I'm going to make a simple and quick, I hope, sympathy card. And you can, as we go through this, I will let you know what you could use of your own if you don't have something that I'm using. Making my usual 5x7 card, and this is going to be a vertical card. This measures 10 inches by 7 inches, score it at the 5-inch mark, fold it, and crease it with a bone folder. And I do need another piece of white, I didn't realize. Okay. Alright, and on the inside of the card, since this is a dark gray card, I'm going to put a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 inch piece of white that I'll stamp inside. For the outside of the card, I have a piece of black. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I have one piece of white that is 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And I have a scrap piece of white that's just a little smaller than that. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. And then I just have 3 different colors, gray scraps and a black scrap, because we're going to die cut some stuff. What I want to do is make an oval and then layer it with different strips. So let's see if we can get going on that. So I'm going to glue the inside of my card down. I could have gotten away. Oh, and this one's not going to work today, of course. Let's get another one. Could have gotten away with writing on the inside with a black pen, and this is a new one, so I've got to. But this piece of gray silvery cardstock that I got had a sticker on the back of the paper, and peeling the paper off, peeling the sticker off pulled a little bit of the paper. So I'm just going to cover that up with a okay. Now on the front, I'm going to glue down the piece of black that is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. Make sure that that is centered. Now I'm going to set this aside with my acrylic mat on it. Okay, now for this piece of scrap white. Sorry, I just spent 3.5 hours outdoors edging the sidewalk and a little tired after that. I'm going to cut out a piece of white, and it doesn't matter where I do it on here. I don't need the magnetic shim or the metal shim, but I do need this. I'm going to cut out a piece of white here, and I'm going to use this as a stencil. So we'll run this through my Anna Griffin machine. Okay, so I'm going to save this piece of white, and while I'm cutting, I'm also going to cut out a piece of black scrap. That same die, and now this is the stitched oval dies from Want to Scrap. You could use a circle die. I didn't have a nice stitched circle die, or I would have made a circle. I'm really liking the stitched effect of these, so I wanted to do it with the oval instead. This is kind of a mix of a card I saw on Pinterest and some things that GinaK has done in the past. So I'm just taking the ideas that I have in my head and coming up with something here. Okay, I've got that piece of scrap done. Oh, pardon me, the phone's ringing. Just a spam phone call. Don't like those. I'm just gonna cut out this one. Now you could do this, if it wasn't for a sympathy card, you could do this in rainbow colors. You could do this in primary colors for a kid's card. And then I'll just cut out one more piece of gray that this matches the card front. And I discovered that I didn't put the description on yesterday's video, so as soon as I'm done with this, I'll go upstairs and put the descriptions for both videos in. All right. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna, how is one bigger than the other? No, they're the same. Okay, now I'm gonna get my guillotine cutter here. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I guess I'll have to do one at a time for now. All right, this measures almost 4 1/4. So if I do a 1/2 inch, that would be 3 3/4. No, it wouldn't. I want a bigger piece than that. Okay, so this was almost 4 1/4, so I'm going to 3 1/2. So cut it at 3 1/2, and I'll cut it at 2 1/2. 1 1/2, and these are going to be too big. Way too big for what I want to do. Now that's okay, this was a test. I think I just need to get out my preferred cutter. I can probably use this end piece. That's about the size I wanted. All right, so we're just going to do 1/2 inch cuts. This one, I like this one because I can see the sides better. And it would help if I got this straight. But that's all right, I'm not going to use all pieces of this. Okay, and one more, I think. Inch. This is going to take the longest part of the whole card. Everything else should go together fairly easily, I'm hoping. It looks like I might have an angled oval. Well, I guess that's okay. Circles would have been easier, then I could be guaranteed that this would be nice and straight all the way over. Okay, I'm going to try and cut these two together. It should work. And I'll save the parts that I don't use on this card for another card that might be similar in style. Well, that one's really crooked, so I won't be using those two colors on that one. You know what? Let's just even that up right here and now. There we go. Okay. Done cutting, I hope. Just might have to angle up. Now I have my little grip mat down here. I'm going to take the solid white piece that is 4.5 by 6.5, and then I want to figure out where I want my stencil to be on here. I think about here. And now I just need a blending brush, and I'm using GinaK Soft Stone. And I just want to lightly do this center so it isn't bright white. Pardon me. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good. I guess I need to drink my Kool-Aid. Just a moment, please. It was starting to get hot out when I was out there. Okay. Done with the stenciling. There's my cover for the mat. Now, I want to take these in random colors. I think I'll want the big one on the bottom. We're just going to put them on here kind of haphazardly. See how many I can fit. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between. And that's why I have the stencil on there so that I can see where they go. If I'm skipping a space, then I need to skip up. I don't want to go that far. Like right there, I think would be good. Then I think I'll use, let's see, white. But I need to skip up one. So every other cut looks like it's going to fit in here nicely. This would, I guess it's kind of shaped like an egg. So if you did this in pastel colors, it would make a beautiful Easter egg for an Easter card. So I'm going to skip up, see if I can get the right placement here. That white really is kind of odd. I might change that out. That's a little too big, so we need another piece down. All right, where's the smaller sizes? Okay, so that's the one with the smaller sizes. There we go, we'll do the black. This one needs to be a little bit longer. So I need a little longer. This one. And then the top will be the same color gray as the bottom. Does look like an Easter egg, but that's okay. Not quite what I was going for. Now I'm going to use, and I have no idea where I got these. One goes, they both go the same direction. So I'm just going to cut one, possibly two. I'm going to cut both. I probably won't use both. That's, I need another piece of black. I'll cut one first and see how that goes. I'll run that through through my die cut. Wherever this die came from, it is beautiful. All right. Now I do want to stamp a sentiment on here. Pardon the reach. I have some sympathy sentiments that I got from Honeybee Stamps. I thought I pulled them over here. Hold on, let me get them. Okay, these are not the Honeybee Stamps. I'm not sure what company these are from because the original packaging is gone. If anyone recognizes them, please let me know so that I can get them marked appropriately. Okay. I think I'm going to use this with Sympathy down here. It has the little heart on it. That is so pretty. Okay, and I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair in the color Nocturne. Well, that didn't stamp very well today. I guess it knows I'm tired, but that's okay. All right, why aren't you stamping down below here? Got the color on you. Well, I'm going to stand up and put a little pressure. A little bit more. I know it works. I've used this stamp before. I just can't remember what company it was. Okay, I'll be darned. There's nothing in the corner to prevent it from. Almost there. Not bad. I think I'm going to take a pen. I have, let's see if this is a, yeah, I'm just going to fill this in with a brush tip here. Let me put my glasses on. That might help. Okay. There. That's Kelly Crafts medium brush tip pen. All right, and clean off my stamp. No wonder things were looking fuzzy. I didn't have my glasses on. I only need them for reading and driving. It's the in-between that I don't, but... All right, now, I do want to add a little something more to this card. It's just not my usual style. Do I need, I don't think I need a second one of those. Maybe a little flower. Okay. All right. I'm going to put you on pause while I go get my flower dies and see if I have something to put on there. I found, I have these little flowers here that I think I'll use. This one is unknown. The others are all from Spellbinders, but I don't know what company made this little flower. So I'll just make these out of white. I think a white flower with a black center. So I brought over some black rhinestones that I thought would look nice on this card. Okay. Well, use my magnet. Doesn't want to use my magnet today. Okay. Everybody in the card making world at my house today is like, no, you don't really want to take time to do this, but yes, I really do. My sister-in-law's father was a really cool guy. He will be missed. Okay, so let's put this down. I think where I had it is where I would like it to be. Just use a little bit of my art glitter glue here. This leafy fern type, if you know where this die came from, if you could please let me know. See, my friends and I put all our stuff together, and we get stuff from yard sales, flea markets, all sorts of different places. And we just often took them out of the packaging, and I have no idea. I would like to know who these are from. Okay, and I'm going to lay that just here off to the side. And hold that down for just a brief moment. Oh, sorry for my fingernails. Wearing gloves and doing yard work don't always keep your nails clean. This I'm going to pop up a little bit. I have some foam dots. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put a couple on the back of this one. Yeah, I think right about there. Okay, right about there. Now for the other ones, I'm going to put them down with Zots. Let's see, this is my medium-sized Zot. Zots are just the brand name for glue dots that I use. They're really sticky. Well, tore that petal. Okay, now I'll use my smaller Zots. Yeah, this is the size I should have used for the other one. Okay. Now I'm going to put, let's see, yeah, that calls for a small one in here. Just a small black rhinestone. And then just a couple here and there. I think that's all. All right, now we're going to put this on the front of the card and see how it looks. I can already tell that these are two different sizes, but I don't think anybody but me and maybe you watching, because I told you, will notice that. But you might notice it later on. But you'll know it was a gift from the heart. Okay. Oh, I get some extra rhinestone on my finger here. It wanted to go with. Well, it doesn't want to leave my finger. Let's put it on my ink pad. It really doesn't want to leave my finger. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's see if it needs anything else. No, I think that's it. I'm gonna write my message on the inside. Thanks for watching and putting up with kind of a lackluster card making day. But it's just kind of one of those days. Thanks for watching. Get out your stuff and enjoy your crafting. Okay, I did add one more flower to the center oval where the white piece was not as even with the other, the gray and the black. It was just bugging me, so I added it, and I think it looks a lot better.